Updated October 20, 2017. 150,514 Katherine residents have met with lawyers as they decide whether their town will become the third place to sue the Defense Department over the contamination crisis linked to firefighting foams once used on Air Force bases. Hundreds of people packed the local arts and cultural center on Thursday night to hear from Shine Lawyers, the firm involved in the class action in Oakey, Queensland, for residents similarly affected by the chemicals. Per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, also known as PFAS chemicals, were in the foam used at RAF bases including at Tyndall near Katherine until 2004 and have seeped into the town's spores and infiltrated its drinking supply. They've got to pay for what they've done to the Katherine water table and the people, Katherine resident Lillian Smith, who supports a potential class action, said. I've got health problems and I think it is caused by that PFAS because I lived on Urala Road for 10 years and I was drinking that water, the bore water, and showering in it. Doing everything with bore water. Compensation ballpark figure put it hundreds of millions. Special counsel at Shine Lawyers Joshua Aylward said a class action would seek compensation for a number of things if it went ahead. The claim for the people of Katherine will be for property values, it'll be for business losses, it'll be for stress and for vexation, and it'll be for breaches of statutory duties as well as nuisance and negligence, Mr. Aylward said. Ballpark figure, hundreds of millions of dollars would be what is entitled to the people of Katherine for the loss that they've suffered here. Dozens of residents who rely on their bores for drinking are now being supplied bottled water by Defense, and the town's own drinking supply is being kept within accepted limits with water restrictions. A Four Corners investigation recently revealed the Defense Department was warned as far back as 1987 that the chemicals must not enter the environment, although Katherine residents were not told their bores were affected until 2016. That's what the problem is the fact that it's all been swept under the carpet, Katherine local Danielle Valor said, adding she wants Defense to be held accountable. I mean, they've known about this for how long? Some of the things I've read say 1987, well that's when I came to town, you know. If you've known about it for this long, why hasn't anything been done? Resident Noel Shea said he would also like to join a class action after shutting down plans to start farming in the area. If we put cattle on at the property, we're going to get PFAS in the meat. If we do chooks, we're going to do PFAS in the eggs. If we do veggies, we're going to get PFAS in leaves. You know, it's in there. We're looking at getting out. What's the price of health? Okay, nobody knows what it really does, but why take the chance? If Katherine residents decide to move ahead with a class action, they will join two other similar cases, representing almost 1,000 people in PFAS-affected areas in Queensland and New South Wales. They're concerned about their town water, they're concerned that there are many ways in which these chemicals are entering their body and the environment around them, and they're concerned that their properties are not worth anything like they used to be, Mr. Aylward said. And they're concerned also that the Department of Defense is being extremely slack and has not been investigating this soon enough. I absolutely think a class action will go ahead, and what we've seen in the other towns is that momentum builds and people sign up pretty quick, he said. Topics: water pollution, defense forces, environmental health. Katherine 0850, Oakey 4401. First posted October 20, 2017. 103,847.